to Timbuktu. Then they moved all over to the Corn Mountains in Côte d'Ivoire. We heard of the people of Akwamu in Ghana somewhere around the 1500s, that is the 1505. One who asks what motivated the people of Akwamu to move right away from Ethiopia through Southern Sudan to Timbuktu, that the old Ghana Empire, and also to Côte d'Ivoire. Well, the people of Akwamu believed that they were Africans, and for that matter, Akan, and they believed in the African traditional religion. So they didn't wanted to accept the introduction of new religion, to be specific, the Islamic religion. So this made the people of Akwamu to move. Now, when we talk of the people of Akwamu in present-day Ghana, you can talk of a Sarmankese, now known as a Samankese. You can talk of the people of Doma. You can talk of the people of Insache. You can talk of the people of Ebri, and name them. We can talk of Nyarawaso. We can talk of Abakrampa. We can talk of Akwetia, and we can talk of so many Akan groups who have their roots from Akwamu. Now, in the year 1690, or between the year 1690 and 1693, a very interesting thing happened in Akwamu. When I say Akwamu, not in their present state, but those days they used to stay around Ebri area. Now we all believe and we know, or oral history and tradition has it all, that Ghanaians, Africans, and for that matter Ghanaians, engaged in slave trade. I'm sorry to bring this in, but we all engaged in slave trade. But Akwamuhene and Saseku in the year 1693 sat and realized that if I am not careful, if I don't tread cautiously, the royal bloodline will be altered. Why did he thought this way? Because he realized that the white manners of that time were molesting our beautiful black men. They were just sleeping with them, having fun with them, and giving birth with them. And we Akans practice the matrilineal system of inheritance. So we believe that a day might have come where a royal will come and believe that he is a royal and wants to ascend the throne, but unfortunately will be a white man. So King Saseku the first in the year 1693 decided that no, I have to put an end to slave trade. I have to make sure that the white man stop molesting my beautiful nieces and my grandchildren. So he devised a strategy. He sent forth his nephew by name Asimeni to the famous Osu Christianborg castle. History had it all, that he gained an employment to the castle. He was employed as a cook. He also won the admiration and heart of the then governor. History had it all that in 1693, where Asimeni was now seen as one of the white, because he learned the language of the Danes and was able to communicate with them. So he told his kinsmen that my people, that the people of Akwamu, also want to trade with you, because we believe that the Osu Christianborg castle was the then the trade point of the people of Ghana. So they wanted to buy guns and mission gunpowder. Because the white man trusted Asimeni so much, about 80 men from Akwamu went to the Christianborg castle, and because the white man trusted Asimeni, the people of Akwamu were not searched. They entered in, and history says that they had their guns hidden under their cloth, like the way I have mine now. So they bought gunpowder, they put the gunpowder into the gun, and drove the white man from the Christianborg castle. 1693, so we Akwamus believe that Asimeni was the first black man to stage a coup. History has it all that he ruled the Christianborg castle for 14 good months. He dressed like a governor or like a prince, ruled the castle, and it got to a time that the white man said, no, I have to renegotiate for the castle. I need the castle back for business. So a delegation was sent to the forecourt of King Ansas with that, hey, please, we beg, we want the castle back. Now they negotiated for the castle, and the castle was sold back to the Danes at an amount of 600 pieces of silver or shillings. And history says that the white man was able to only pay back 250 shillings of silver. So if you're then here, I'm so sorry that to say that you owe the people of Akwamu to try as much as you can to pay back. Now, as I said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk of the people of Akwamu, we are scattered all over Ghana, and Akwamu has a very big history. We also have a very nice connection with the people of Asante. We might have heard of Osei who rose into nobility in the Asante kingdom, who became a very wise king. History says that Sore Prince Osei was sent to the forecourt of the Hyeaman, or therefore Buamponsem, to learn culture, to learn history, and also to learn how to become a king one day. But something unfortunate happened at the forecourt of Odeneho Buamponsem at Danger. It's quite unfortunate that Ansas got himself, so Osei got himself into trouble. He impregnated the niece of Odeneho Buamponsem. So he had to run all the way from Danger. And as of that time, a very powerful state with an equal status of Danger was the Akwamus. So he ran to the court of the Akwamuhene to seek refuge. History says that he stayed in the forecourt of Akwamuhene and continued with his studies. Lo and behold, his uncle by name Obri Yeboah was called into the ancestral world, and he needed to succeed him. But this is a man who has offended the people of Danger. How does he go back to Ashanti? History says that Akwamuhene, in his own wisdom, organized about 300 men to protect Osei in order for him to go back to the Ashanti kingdom. Those days there wasn't the name Ashanti but Hyeaman. So to go back to Hyeaman and take over the kingship of the Ashanti people. Now, before he left, he got a very close associate. He got a very close friend in the court of Akwamuhene by name Okomfo Anoche or Anoche Frimpong. That time, Okomfo Anoche has given a prophecy to Akwamuhene that a time will come, hey, you are very powerful, we know Akwamuhene, you command a lot of respect, you have army, but a time will come, Akwamu will fall. Akwamu wouldn't fall just like that. In some years back, Akwamu will rise. And such as the priest said, no, hey, look at me. I have the men. I have the army. So how come you prophesy that Akwamu will fall? So the whole Okomfo, who was known to be a ritualist and a spiritualist and a soothsayer, was put behind bars in the Akwamuhene's court. But before Osei left for Hyeaman, he begged the king of Akwamu and sons of Sekuda, hey, I've gotten this close associated, whom I have so much confidence in. I will plead that you give Okomfo to me to help me rule the people of Ashanti. He said, oh, come on. Looking at Okomfo, he has no role to play in the Akwamu land. In fact, believe me, excuse me to use this word, he is so useless, he has prophesied to a whole me. In answer, I don't need him, you can take him. So history has it all that Osei went back to Hyeaman with Okomfo. The historians here will attest to the fact that Ashanti became Ashanti with the help of Okomfo. Ladies and gentlemen, before I take my seat, I'm happy to announce you that the people of Akwamu also helped the Ashantis to gain their freedom from the people of Danger. That is the Fiyasi War in the year 1701. Akwamuhene sent for his men from Akwamu, about 300 men from the Akwamu state. That is the Asafu men and also the Enum men. When I say Enum, those of you who know Enum was part of Akwamu So he sent for the Asafo men and the new men to go help the people of Ashanti to gain their freedom back from danger. History says that those who went to help the Ashantis to gain back their freedom from the danger never returned back to Akwamu. And ladies and gentlemen, to find traces of these men who helped the Ashantis to gain back their freedom is what we have as present day Kumasi Asafo. And the name Enum was corrupted to Edum, of which we have Edum also in the Ashanti region. Not to delay you and also not to bother you with a long talk, ladies and gentlemen, we have a greater Akwamu state of which we find ourselves in now this evening. So we welcome you to the Akwamu state and do have a very good evening. Enjoy your stay. Thank you so much.